Hello everybody and welcome. I am Ray Chanukian back with some more information about BG Wellsharing and the DSJ Exchange. This is what I'm calling doing the investigation. The mission, finding facts, not fiction. So what is this really all about? The purpose of this is so you know where to look for information. Maybe you found this, you're thinking about getting involved with BG, maybe you're already in, maybe you're a leader here building a team. I don't know, but here's what I do know. About 90% of us, which is a pretty big chunk, and by us, I mean people in general, when we're looking for information, we go to Google. And when you Google BG Wellsharing or BG Wellsharing Limited, you get a lot of trash. I mean, a lot of trash. You see warnings and scam reports, and you see confidential info or just all kinds of nasty stuff. And most of them, from what I see, are all coming from third-party websites that really don't have any validity at all. So the question is, where can you do real research? Now, I was originally not even going to do these. Another leader in the company had put out 3 videos, very similar to the ones I'm just about to do now. The thing is, I felt like I had to. Let me get this part out of the way first. I'm not a financial advisor. I am not in the financial investing arena. I'm not an attorney, nor am I affiliated with any governmental agency. So what is really my expertise to teach you any of this? I don't have any. I'm not here to teach you anything. I'm here to show you where to look for information. The other day I was researching and I saw a couple of things that kind of triggered me, set me off, so to speak. It upset me. I actually saw something came out. They're not registered with the SEC regarding BG Wellsharing. Well, did anybody ever stop to think to yourself, due to their business model, maybe they're not supposed to be? Maybe they don't have to register with the SEC? Isn't that even possible? We'll get to that in a moment. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at where you can do your own due diligence in the correct place. We're going to look at DSJ on the SEC. We're also going to look at DSJ on FinCEN. And we're going to take a look at BG Wellsharing on Advisor Info SEC. And that'll explain a little bit about what I was talking about a moment ago. So we're going to start right here, DSJ on the SEC. So here we are on sec.gov. As you know, government websites here in the good old US of A, all end in .gov. I implore you, do this yourself. The reason I'm showing you this is because I want you to have physical proof for yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you go to the SEC's website and do exactly what I'm about to show you, you're going to see the exact same thing I'm showing you here. Again, I'm not trying to teach you anything. I'm not qualified to. I want to show you where to look. In fact, let's zoom in on this top left corner. You'll see right here, I am on sec.gov. Right here next to the American flag, an official website of the United States government. It's legit. Right here, the seal and everything. U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the real deal. We are on the SEC's website. So how do you search? Again, we're going to do this with the DSJ Exchange. Right here, I just outlined in orange. You're going to go to Search Edgar and click that button right there. That'll put you on this page. Then you just come right up here, start typing in DSJ Exchange. About the time you get to the 4th or 5th letter, that'll pop up automatically right here, DSJ Exchange. Go ahead and click that. That'll bring you to this. Right here, this is where they filed their Form D, and we're going to get into what all that is right now. So go ahead and click that. This is the beginning of Form D. Notice of exempt offering of securities. Well, what does that mean? Well, they file an exemption because they don't sell securities. It's not what DSJ does. What do they do? Well, we're going to take a look at that now. Come right over here. You also notice they are registered as a limited liability company. Just good information to have. But we're going to go right here and click on Open the Document so we can see the whole thing. All right, here's the document. Let's go ahead and zoom in on the first couple and look at that. Number 1, issuer identity. There's their ID number. Full name of the issuer, DSJ Exchange Pty Ltd. That just means DSJ Exchange Proprietary Limited. That is their full business name. When did all this incorporation happen? Within the last 5 years, specifically in 2025. Now here's one I really like because it says right here, previous names, none. Well, that was kind of special to me because it means they didn't start as another company and close and reopen under a new name once, twice, 3 times, which would be a little sketchy, but no, they've always been DSJ Exchange. Number 2, principal place of business and contact information. As you can see, this agrees with what it says up there. They're registered in the state of Colorado. This is the physical address of registration in Aurora, Colorado, 80014. 3, related persons. Right there, you got Geraldo Perel. I hope I pronounced that right. same matching address, and right down here, he is the director. All right, let's jump out, scooch down a little bit, and jump back in. Number 4, industry group. Investing is the only thing checked. This is why they did the Form D. They don't sell securities. They registered because they are an investing firm or an investing platform. Nothing else is checked in this section. That's all they're claiming to be, is an investing platform. Number 5, issuer size. Revenue range, over $100 million. Clearly, this is not a startup with that kind of money. And in fact, it's the largest amount you can pick, which is over $100 million. All right, jump out, scooch down, jump back in. Number 6, federal exemptions and exclusions claimed. Only one here. Rule number 506C. I'm going to show it to you in a second. Again, this is all for you to do your own research. I want you guys to be able to follow on and do this yourself. Because if you go here and you search this out, this is a legit site, you're going to see the exact same thing I'm showing you here. I want you to be able to duplicate what I'm showing you. Also on the SEC, you can search that whole record up right there. So there's your Rule 506C, basically referring to solicitation and that they have to file this within 15 days of their first transaction. Go ahead and read it over, and I'm going to move on. Number 7 is type of filing. I kind of think, and again, not my expertise, I think 6 and 7 kind of tie together. I think that's where this 506C is, because it says they have to file within 15 days of their first transaction. This is calling this a new notice. You can see it right there. And it was done on July 11th, 2025. I kind of think that means that's when they did their first transaction here in the USA, which is why they had to file. Here's another good one. Number 8, duration of offering. Does the issuer intend this offering to last more than 1 year? Yes. See, I think that's a good thing. That means they don't plan on going anywhere. Number 9, types of securities offered, check all that apply. Only one box checked. It is pooled investment funds. Well, I'm guessing we're the pool at BG Wealth, right? All of us, when we make our trades every day. Again, not a financial advisor, not an attorney. That's just my interpretation. Doesn't mean I'm right. All right, let's jump out, down a little bit, and jump back in. Let's take a look at number 10, business combination transaction. Is this offering being made in conjunction with a business combination transaction such as a merger, acquisition, or exchange offer? No. It's all on its own. It's a separate thing. Number 11, minimum investment. The minimum you can invest is $100 USD. We use USDT. We don't use fiat currency, but USDT, it's the exact same value as USD. 12, sales compensation. There's nothing really checked in this area, so I'm not worried about. One thing I did want to point out right here, they did check that they are authorized to do business in all 50 states. All right, let's jump out, scooch down, and get back in here. 13 and 14 really don't have anything there. 15 is a good one to look at. Sales commissions and finder's fee expenses. There are none. Something to keep in mind. This is all about DSJ Exchange, right? BG Wealth, you get your bonus and your daily trades, but that's all paid from BG Wellsharing. It's got nothing to do with DSJ Exchange. This is part 2 of doing the investigation. The mission, finding facts, not fiction. This time we are doing DSJ Exchange on FinCEN. Now I'm going to give you the exact website you need to go to, but in case you Google it, I wanted you to see this. Because when I did, this is what happened. Right here, this sponsor result popped up. That is not the correct website. You can tell just looking at the domain name. Government websites always end in .gov, always. I don't know what this is, but this isn't where you want to be. We want to go to the real deal, right here. FinCEN.gov, United States Department of Treasury. Why the Department of Treasury? Well, I mean, it's about money. That's what they do. They're all about the money. So this is it, FINCEN.gov. When you get there, the website should look just like this. Now we're going to zoom in on that top left corner, just like we did last time for verification. I am on FINCEN.gov, just like the SEC right here by the flag, an official website of the United States government. You got the seal, Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. This is the real deal, people. This is where you want to look. With Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, what is their deal? Well, this is it right here. The mission of the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network is to safeguard the financial system from illicit activity, to counter money laundering, and the financing of terrorism, and protect national security through strategic use of financial authorities and the collection, analysis, and determination of financial intelligence. If you want to learn more about them, go ahead and click that FinCEN thing. I'm just taking you through the steps here so you know where to look. First thing we got to do is you got to scroll down this page a little bit and then look right here at this gray area. This is how you're going to find your MSB. money services business. Any company that's in the money services business has to register here by law. So you come right here and click where it says search for registered MSBs. That'll throw you on this page. Now for the search window, we're going to scroll down a little bit. You're looking for this right here. Go ahead and zoom in on that. The easiest way I found to search them out is by their legal name. They don't use a DBA. I don't know any of the other stuff. So I just came right here and typed in at DSJ Exchange and then right here to click search. That throws you on this page right here. So you see this block of information. Zoom in on that. You see their name, their address, all the MSB activities they registered for. We'll get into that in a moment. All the states they're registered in. All the way to the right, you see the receipt date on their application and the date it was actually approved, which was May 13th, 2024. Now, this is a good one. Right here, if you click on their name, it's automatically going to download the document onto your device. That way you can review it. So that's what I did. The whole purpose of this is I want you guys to do this for yourselves. I want you to know how to find this information, so go look for it. So I clicked it and downloaded it. This is the form. That date right there, don't worry about that. That's simply the date I downloaded the form. Yours will have the day you click that button on it, so that's not really relevant. That's the registration information as far as their number and the legal name and that kind of stuff. I want to go back here real quick and look at this block again. Right here, those are all the different things they registered to have as their business entity, the things they want to be able to do. So if you want to see a breakdown of that, right here where it says MSB activities, go ahead and click on that. That will pull up this list. This is the list that they said, hey, this is the kind of stuff we're going to do. A couple of them I noticed of interest was right here where it says currency dealer or exchanger. And then there was another one down here, dealer in foreign exchange. I don't know why they picked all these other ones. And if you want to find out and do the research, go ahead. From my understanding, they don't get to amend this form. So once they've submitted it, this is it. That could be why they picked the extra things. I have no idea. Like I said, if you want to know that, you're more than welcome to research it. Me, I'm moving on. Let's go back to that document. And it kind of lists them here. It kind of lists them right here, all the different things they registered for the securities and what have you. Below that, you can see all the states. And then right down here, it says they don't have any branches, their authorization date, and more details like that. So that's it, guys. That's how you can look at all the stuff on FinCEN. So we've done DSJ on the SEC. We've done DSJ on FinCEN. You know how to look all this stuff up. Do more research if you choose to. Next up, we're doing BG Wellsharing on advisorinfo.sec. That is the website you want to go to, advisorinfo.sec.gov. Again, that's advisorinfo.sec.gov. Again, we're always going right to the source. We want to get the truth. When you get there, the site should look just like this. Now let's go ahead and confirm a few things like I have been the whole time. Right up here, advisorinfo.sec.gov. Here, by the American flag. This is an official website of the U.S. government. Not sure why the flag's on the other side from the other two, but nonetheless, it's the real deal. And again, here's the official seals. One thing you need to do before you search. You'll notice it's defaulted to individual. Well, you're not looking for Stephen Beard. You're looking for a company because it's in BG Wellsharing's name. So you want to come right here and click firm. And you'll see it switch over to that side. So now you can come right up here and type in BG Wealth. Then hit the search. That will produce this output. Now, I kind of set you up for this when I told you to type in BG Wealth because I wanted you to see it. When you type in BG Wealth, it pulls up a bunch of stuff. Sure, you got BG Wellsharing Limited. That's it right there. That's what we're looking for. But BG Wealth Advisory and then BGM Wealth Management, a bunch of other ones because it grabbed everything with a BG that had the word wealth in it. So really the better way to do it, just go ahead and search BG Wellsharing. Now the only thing you're going to see is BG Wellsharing Limited. That is what we're looking for. Come right over here and click on more details. All right, that's the page that populates. See, that's their information, their SEC information, all the numbers and everything there. Here's the things that people normally gravitate to. You see these two things in red and you freak out because usually red is bad. It means danger. It means stop. It means something's wrong. Nothing's wrong. Those are red because it doesn't apply to BG Wellsharing. That's it. They're exempt from it. It's the only reason they're not completed. Scroll down a little further. This section right here. Now all of a sudden, it's telling you are exempt reporting advisors. That's what we are. You can see the jurisdiction is SEC, that we are active. BG Wellsharing is active and their effective date was August 15th of 2025. So far, everything's just fine. Scroll down a little bit further on that page. I like this one. Right down here it says disclosures. This is where you will find complaints against BG Wellsharing. Customer complaints, arbitrations, regulatory violations. Anything bad about BG Wealth that's actually really bad is going to be here. Great news, there's nothing there. There are no complaints. There's no violations. They haven't done anything wrong. There's nothing here. All right, moving on. What I want to do now is let's clear all this off. Go back to the top of that page. Because right here, that's where you can actually view this form, what they filled out to get registered here. And keep in mind, this advisorinfo.sec.gov, this is a subsidy of the Securities Exchange Commission. It's not the full-blown SEC site, but it is a subsidy of it. It's for this type of investing company. Now, why did they register here instead of the SEC? Well, we're going to get to that. All right, now, when you click this, it's going to download a document onto your device. Then you can pull it up and view it. So go ahead and click it, download that so you've got it to view, because I'm not covering this whole document, it's long. I'm going to show you a couple of things and how I did it. You need to view this because, again, you're the one that needs the answers. There's page 1. I've opened up the document. I've already downloaded it. It's just basic information, their name, their address, that kind of stuff. Second page, a couple no boxes checked that don't apply to them. First thing I came across I want to show you is on page 3 is this section right here. Let me zoom in on that. Item 2, SEC registration reporting. They have the second box checked off on this. Qualify for the exemption from registration because you act solely as an advisor to private funds and have assets under management as defined in Rule 203 in the United States of less than $150 million. Remember the little rant I went on in the first video? And by the way, if you haven't watched the first two, go watch them. You need those answers as well. That little rant I went on in the first video, when the guy on Google put up that notice that, well, they're not registered with the SEC. Well, like I said, who's to say they have to be? They are not selling securities. They are not an investment platform. Now, DSJ Exchange is, that's why they're registered on the SEC. BG Wellsharing is not. They are investment advisors. They send you the 2 signals every day so you know which trades to put in. They're advising you. They're advisors. I want to take it a step further. This document was, 13, 14, 15 pages long. Listen, I'm always one for a shortcut because I don't understand half of that stuff when I read it anyway. Listen, if you do, by all means, read it, dissect it. I want you to feel good about this. You need to do this stuff, not me. But here's what I decided to do. I'm thinking to myself, well, I've got this file downloaded. It's a PDF. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to upload it to ChatGPT, and I'm going to say, hey, summarize this entire document and tell me if I have anything to worry about. And that's what I did. I uploaded it to ChatGPT and said, please summarize this and let me know if there's anything in here for me to worry about. It spit out a nice document. I'm only going to show you a couple of pieces of it because I want you to do this. Regulatory status. That was one I really liked. BG Wellsharing, and this is straight off ChatGPT after it evaluated this document. BG Wellsharing Limited qualifies under the exemption because it acts solely as an advisor to private funds. It reports $80 million in private funding assets under management. This is under the $150 million threshold, which allows them exemption from full SEC registration. That's why they're not registered, people. They don't have to. Now, at the rate this company's growing, me personally, I kind of feel like in the next 6 to 12 months, they're probably going to crack that $150 million plane, and then they will have to fully register. They're not there yet. That's what it means. This firm is not fully registered with the SEC. Its files are limited disclosure reports instead of full registration documents because, again, they don't have to register. All right, here's the other section I want to show you. This is what ChatGPT gave me as an overall risk assessment, based strictly on what is visible in this document. There is nothing immediately alarming or fraudulent looking. The filing is properly structured, falls within legal exemption limits, reports reasonable asset levels, does not show regulatory problems in the sections provided. It's clean, guys. ChatGPT is telling me there are no issues. Sure, there's a however there where, because this is a private fund advisor operating under exemption, you got a few things you might, listen, if you're really worried about it, if it's something of concern, they're giving you a few things you want to keep an eye on, right? It's not saying there's anything wrong, but if you're worried about it, you want to keep an eye on a few things. That's what's below there. Everything I see right now, there's no issue. Because right here it says, there is nothing immediately alarming or fraudulent looking. Don't believe what you're seeing on Google. That is not the place to do research. These are the facts. Again, no, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a financial advisor or an investor. I don't work for the SEC, so I'm not qualified to answer these questions. Take a look, do real research. Even ChatGPT, when I uploaded that very document, says right there is nothing immediately alarming or fraudulent looking here. All right, so inspection is complete. We did DSJ on SEC, DSJ on FinCEN, and BG on Advisor Info SEC. And here's one other thing I'd like to bring up. If there's a video I can create regarding BG Wellsharing or DSJ that you think would help you, put it in the comments. If it makes sense and I can do it, I'll make it. Because, guys, listen, if it'll help you, it's going to probably help a few other people too, and I'm happy to do that. All right, so I hope this was helpful, and have an amazing day wherever you are. I'll see you on the next one.